All right, folks, there you see Dick Ramsbottom coming out onto the track here at Texas. Good stuff here. This is race 7 of our season. Take a look at those points here somewhere, brought to you by Oscar Mayer Hot Wieners. Ricky Rudd in the points lead there, folks. We looked at those. We talk about them at the end of the previous race, so don't, whatever. Anyway, Big Dick from Turtle Creek throws it through 1 and 2. A massive racetrack here, folks. There's 2 qualifying laps here, folks. Dick's ready to rock and roll. Nope, that was his only lap. Wait. That was the hot lap. Brought to you by Preparation H. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Oh. The following is a special presentation of Ass Motorsports. All right, folks, we apologize to the fine folks at Preparation H. We thought there was going to be 2 qualifying laps there, but there's only 1, and Dick wasn't prepared for that. We're here at Texas Motor Speedway for the DirecTV 500 Race 7 on the 2000 NASCAR Winston Cup schedule. Take a look at the starting grid popping up here, brought to you by Wrangler Jeans and Sidney Sweeney. Jeff Gordon on the pole with a 29.287. Mark Martin beside him on the front row. Dan Learnhardt, Bobby Labonte up there. You're going to start seeing some names that aren't up there. Steve Park, no. Mike Skinner, no. Joe Nemechek, no. Johnny Benson, no. They're starting in the teens or whatever, you know, but not in the top 10. They're done. Terry Labonte, P17. Take a look at the rest of the field here. Ken Trader. He and Dick, they went golfing this weekend, and Ken Trader was his fault at Bristol when he got spun around. He said just something took over his car, some kind of computer. Took over his car and slammed him up into Dick. Dan Learnhardt did not apologize to God, however. God's back there starting P35. Scott Pruitt, he's okay. He was banging against that pit road wall at Bristol. He's all right. Dave Marcus spun out at Bristol. He's starting P39. Hitter, batter. Let's get at her, folks. Let's just take her easy through the dog leg here. The DirecTV 500 underweight. Of course, these first laps at Texas in the 90s were always a disaster. Looks like these professional drivers down there have it figured out. Except for Dick. He's not a professional driver. He's just an imposter. He's a faker. He's a rookie. He's faking it till he makes it. He doesn't really know what he's doing down there. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding, Dick. I'm just pulling your leg. We got 80 laps here. I think we forgot to change the pit window. I think we're only getting 2 stops here. Maybe 3, I don't know. Might have a pit window as you're here now, folks, now that we think about it. That ass. But I don't care, because check out that ass flag in the infield. That's that Preparation H money. We wanted to put a big ass banner on the condo coming out of turn 2, but it mirrors itself in the track files here at Texas Motor Speedway. So it ends up showing reversed on half of the condo. And we're not, that would make us look cheap. We're not a cheap organization. You know, folks, we do have a new blimp sponsor this race. Always it's cancel culture is what happened. Always heard us talking about slavery at Darlington, and we used the third person plural of they to when we were talking about slavery and slaves, and you're not allowed to do that, they said. You can't say they. I don't know. I whatever. They pulled their money. Look out, Mike Waltrip. He's slamming dick around in the triangle. But always said thanks but no thanks. They're being woke. So we had a scramble. And we gotta get a new blimp sponsor here. In the next 20 or 30 laps, we'll figure it out. Emotional start early here for Dick. I guarantee you, we're going to send it down to Dick here soon. He's just going to bore you with all these like technical things going on with the track, and it's stupid. We're here to race. We're not here to listen to some nerd. Dick coming out too, heading down this expansive backstretch right now. We're probably showing the leaders though. All right, that's enough for me. Hey, Dick, you're heading through the dog leg. I see you down there. You're flying past me right now at 184 miles an hour.
Thanks, Andre. Yeah, I don't know. The Texas that we ran in the Ricky Rudd season is different than this one. But this is the same NASCAR 99 build, but I think whenever we were all putting together the final quote-unquote build for this N99 Classic that's on the site, I think we threw a lot of NASCAR Racing 3 tracks that could be converted to N2/99. I know Andre said this is nerd stuff because it is. It's not so much nerd stuff. It's just really complicated unless you know. But then once you know what I'm talking about, it's like, oh, no problem. But I think that's what's leading to some of these problems. Like Bristol, those cars driving up into other cars. Ken Schrader did it to us. Dale Earnhardt did it to God. Like, that shouldn't be happening. So I think after this season's over, I'm going to go through and figure something out. But NASCAR Racing 2 is the one I always talk about. That's just the solid game. Basically a stock game with stock tracks, everything. It's great. This is still good racing. I'm just used to how that NASCAR Racing 2 build is. Something tells me, damn it, I can't believe I forgot to change that pit window. I think it's like it's like 26 or so. I really hope that doesn't affect us here. But I'm wondering if that led to the weird like the weird stretching the fuel at Darlington, and the weird lines they were taking to pit at Bristol. I don't know. I'm not talking about the pit window here. I'm talking about the N99 versus N3 tracks. Nope, I didn't feel good about that. You know, these dog legs on the classic Papyrus games are so dangerous. Tell you what we haven't had yet in Ricky Rudd season, Tango season, and I think I consciously try to avoid it unless I have to do it, is drive on the outside of a car, because I cannot wait for that moment where we're on the outside of a car and they do a random spin out and take us out. It's just a matter of time. Should have Ken Schrader here.
Clear.
The speed here isn't nerfed. I mean, we're hitting 190 on the backstretch, which isn't bad. But I know the Ricky Rudd Texas is different than this one, because the Ricky Rudd Texas, this condo was like half finished. The model, but then someone, I don't know. Like by design, looked like it was under construction because they were trying to, you know, they were building it after the track was built. Ideally, pit stops would be starting here in the next 2 laps. 22, 44, 66, but I think we're going to be in the 25, 50, 75 range. Oh, no, good. I did change it. Okay, good. Perfect. It's those little things. Like, I just play these games enough. There is no car stop down low on the front stretch. There should be a car stop in the pits, or a car has spun in the pits.
You've got a slow car down low. Motor brake is now turned on. You've got a car stop down low. Car high. You've got a car stop down low on the front straight. Clear. Watch your speed now. Keep it on 6,500. Car high.
All right.
Keep it on 6,500. Clear, clear.
Hopefully I'm showing what was going on pit road there. Oh boy, I'm glad this pit window, I fixed it.
Go, 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 go. Watch your speed now. Keep it on 6,500. 6,500.
And I did test this pit road exit, because I know it's the same kind of track as Atlanta, and I was worried about that, but
6,500. Clear, clear. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Motor brake is now shut off.
tell you what, we gained some spots there.
You're now in the top 10.
Is that Bill Elliott on us? Or Terry Labonte? Yeah. It's not.
You got a car up high. Stay low.
Let's not do anything silly here. I'm driving one-handed right now. Wonder how much time we just gained on pit road. I think I can move these car bodies. I think we can move to one of GP Laps's, or one of the mods that GP Laps made that makes the cars look better from a distance, but still preserves this kind of model. Mike Waltrip's up here. Probably not a lap down. That'd be crazy if he was a lap down right now. But he hasn't been running like this up here. I tell you what, though, let's just do this.
Okay, good idea, Dick. What we're going to do here is take a look at the field summary brought to you by Legs, the official pantyhose of NASCAR. Jeff Gordon in the lead, 5.3 seconds ahead of Dale Earnhardt. But Jeff Gordon's been lapping a bunch of people. Apparently cars got stuck on pit road. What a mess. Where's our buddy Steve Park? P18. Sucks for him. Sucks to suck. But Joe Nemechek's up there. They all pretty much have the same rating, so I guess it was just lucky that Steve Park sucks this race. Ricky Rudd, the points leader, back in P15. 2 spots behind Dick Ramsbottom. Dale Jr., the winner of this race in real life, pretty sure, running P17. God, making a move up to P23. And yes, Michael Waltrip is a lap down. I don't think a win is in the cards here for Dick, but he probably can rack up another top 10, keep making his charge.
All right, Andre, shut up. We had trouble in turn 4. That was Matt Kenseth. So that's a spot we're gaining. And, you know, a more professional kind of broadcast would have actually seen what was going on pit road before talking about it in the field summary, but whatever. I recently put up a poll asking if people wanted a set upload schedule versus, hey, just post them whenever you finish them. And people were voting for that set schedule. So what would happen there, though, is, I mean, there's pros and cons to both options. I'm recording this on September 10th. And I don't think this goes up until the 13th. And then on September 12th, or no, I can't remember. Basically, there's going to be a stretch coming up where I am recording about a week ahead of schedule. A week ahead of when I post them. Just how my personal schedule works out and everything. So I do like the idea of I've been able to, these first handful of races, people mentioning things in the comments, mentioning, oh, God should say this or something. And then I'm like, oh, that's funny. I'm going to put that in there, or change Terry Labonte's ratings like somebody asked. But then whenever there's a week difference in the of when I record versus when I upload, and then when I see the comments, it's definitely not going to be the same kind of feedback machine that it has been. But whatever. There's pros and cons to both of them. Because the post it whenever you finish it option, I could post 2 videos coming up this Friday, and there might not be another one until Wednesday or Thursday. Just the way my personal schedule's shaping up off the track. All right. We're dealing with Bill Elliott and Michael Waltrip, who are a lap down. Let's see if Dale Jarrett can throw that in there. We just have to tippy toe through the. I don't think it's tippy toe. I think we have to tiptoe through the dog leg with these cars. And we have another D-shaped track coming up with Charlotte. All right, we got a smoker up there. Hopefully the smoker's for position. I don't have time to see what's going on there. They went on the pit road. No, smoker's still on the track. Okay, I can't worry about the smoker right now. I peaked. I think that's Dave Marcus. So that's. I think it's gonna be 2 DNFs in 3 races for Dave Marcus. I think this difficulty could have been bumped up one. But maybe not. Maybe lappers are throwing this out of whack.
Okay, the next 3 cars in front are all for position. That car behind you is for position.
So you can see this big bunch of cars we're coming up on. There's probably a lapper they're dealing with.
You're racing the 99 car.
Yeah, I don't know if I shouldn't have been able to just rocket past Dale Jarrett there and leave him in the dust. But we're at the tail end of this run. We noticed that in NASCAR Racing 2 that I got to kind of sandbag the end of the runs because we can't really fine-tune their tire wear through an entire run. Yeah, so these elite cars, these 4 cars in front of us, Mark Martin, Jeff Burton, Rusty Wallace, and Ward Burton, they are dealing with the lappers of Brett Bodine in the red, and then I think that's Joe Nemechek. Pretty sure that's Joe Nemechek up there. Yeah. Now, who just pitted? Who just dove down? Mark Martin? Let's see where he ends up, because he's pitting with basically nobody. So we'll see if there's a like a traffic jam situation on pit road.
Motor brake is now turned on. There's a spin in the pit. They're on the
Yeah.
Watch your speed now. Keep it on 6,500. 6,500.
I'm guessing Jeff Gordon came in with the lead. We had what? We had C17. We had a C71 smoker, I think. And then pit road crap. That's my notes.
Go, 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 go. Watch your speed now. Keep it on 6,500. Watch your speed now. Keep it on 6,500. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Motor brake is now shut off.
Boy, those cars we pitted with took off. I don't see any elites right here. All right, there's Tony Stewart.
You're racing the 28 car.
Ricky Rudd, points leader.
You got a slow car ahead.
I can't wait to see what's going on pit road with what's causing those call-outs of there's a spin or whatever.
You're now in the top 20.
Ricky Rudd, and looks like it's Terry Labonte. This is probably both for position. If we bumped up Terry Labonte's ratings like we think we did. All right, it's gonna be Bill Elliott. We were running with him for a long time until we got around him. Yeah, those weirdo clicks by the radio. That's him not really knowing what to tell you, I think. So yeah, Terry Labonte for position. But I'm gonna throw this in here. And he's gonna chicken out in the dog leg, hopefully.
Clear.
All right, we're gonna be able to send it to commercial here, Andre, at the start-finish line. It's just easier to do it then because I can sync up the replay that we showed during the standings. Ready, go.
Yeah, thanks, Dick. Those are trade secrets on how we do this. Way to ruin it. Although at the same time, we talked about how here at Ask we're going to be showing you how the sausage is made in a video somewhere. So anyway, DirecTV 500. We got 30 laps to go. Jeff Gordon. I think he's been leading from the outset. He has a 4.5-second lead on Bobby Labonte. Dale Earnhardt, 2 straight wins. Looking for his 3rd straight win. Rusty Wallace, 5 top 5s through 6 races so far this season. Sitting there, P4. Look, check it out. Joe Nemechek's there. Okay. You know, top 10 Joe, they call it. But Steve Park back in P17. Mike Skinner, P15. Johnny Benson, P31. So, other than some weirdo pit road garbage, Steve Park's definitely coming back down to earth. And that is confirmed. Dave Marcus with a gearbox issue there on lap 38. is retired from the race. All right, folks. Take a look at these hot commercials. We've got to get paid. We'll be back with more thrilling action and the conclusion of the DirecTV 500 from Texas Motor Speedway here on AS, the Andre Sports Station.
Last weekend, sneak preview audiences discovered the secret side to the man who has everything.
Let's play ball.
Critics are calling the Thomas Crown Affair intrigue and seduction at its best.
Just go!
Keep your eyes wide open for the sexiest thriller of the summer. This movie has everything. Adventure, suspense, and intrigue. Brosnan and Russo steal the show. The must-see summer sensation. Pierce Brosnan, Rene Russo, The Thomas Crown Affair. Rated R. Starts Friday.
All right, folks, welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway, the running of the DirecTV 500. We were going to skip some more laps during commercial, but we decided to highlight some more lap car nonsense. It's definitely something NASCAR's got to look into and figure out. All these elites are getting held up by LW Wright here. We'll see if Big Dick can figure something out for the gang. All right, Jeff Burton makes a power move. Dick Ramsbottoms is going to get down there. I don't know, folks. You know, you come to these races, you have an erection, and this just knocks it down. We'll see what Dick's doing here. You're getting some excellent shots of this nonsense from the ass blimp. Brought to you by Lossless Scaling. And you can find it in the Steam store, or whatever it's called, the Steam shop. That is what is responsible for this 60 FPS revolution of classic Papyrus Sims. You can see what Dick Ramsbottom's doing. He's just, it's just a gentleman's deal what he's doing. He punched a hole through the lapper. Now he's letting those cars go. Then he's going to race them for real. We got a smoker, folks, on pit road. Dick, no. Dick got heavy wheel damage. He was too worried about the smoker on pit road. Oh, folks. That's what happens, Dick. You try to help everybody out and you get pounded. Dick's heading into the pit road, folks. His day is pissed. But he's...
Watch your speed now.
Nah, it sucks. Unbelievable, folks.
We've got some damage on the right front.
Anyway, this race is running a little long and it's garbage. But stay tuned after the race for the world television premiere of the Thomas Crown Affair. It was when Rene Russo was in her. She was, she was sexy for a while. She plays a art thief investigator, and Pierce Brosnan is an art thief. And they play this cunning game of cat and mouse where she knows he did it, he knows she knows he did it, and then she eventually falls in love with him and goes and lives his life of luxury from stealing art. Dennis Leary was the cop trying to catch Pierce Brosnan as well, and he thought Dennis Leary thought he had a chance with Rene Russo. It's like, really? Especially with Pierce Brosnan there, just you have no chance.
6,500.
Just dominating you as a male.
Motor brake is now shut off.
interesting fact about that movie. Pierce Brosnan wore a tuxedo in that movie, but he was James Bond around that time, and the James Bond people wouldn't allow him to be dressed as James Bond-ish in another movie. So he was not allowed to wear a bow tie tied. He had to like wear it loose and be cool. He couldn't look like James Bond in that movie. It's the Thomas Crown Affair. Immediately following this race on ass, we had a spin in turn 1. See if we can get some info on that.
You got a slow car ahead.
We got pit stops here. Dick was laughing at Matt Kenseth earlier that Matt Kenseth wrecked.
Clear. Car high.
The shoe is now on the other foot because he's now 20 seconds behind Matt Kenseth. All right, nobody cares about pit stops. We'll send it down to Dick.
Thanks, Andre. All your fault. You distracted me in the tri-oval. No good deed goes unpunished.
Okay, the leader is spinning now.
The motto in the second half of the Tango season was no more Mr. Nice Guy,
You got a slow car ahead. Clear high.
because we were being extra nice to the AI in the first half of that season, and then we really had to turn it on and say, screw it. Are we trying to win a championship or not?
Clear.
And I think we fell, what, 4 points short of Sanford and Son? Look out, Brett Bodine. All right, Scott Pruitt. That's a position we can get here.
Clear all around.
LW Wright,
Car up high. You got a slow car down low.
solely responsible for my demise this race.
Clear.
I'm guessing Scott Pruitt was that turn 1 wreck that we got a call out about.
You got a slow car down low. Okay, the leader is spinning now. Clear.
All right, yeah, Matt Kenseth
10 more to go. 10 left.
is the next car we can.
You got a slow car ahead.
That's the next position we can gain, but he's 17 seconds ahead.
Clear.
Oh well. This is stupid. Oh boy.
Clear all around. Car high. Clear high.
All right, now LW Wright is the next car we can gain a spot. We're coming for him. 8 seconds and we got to gain a second a lap on LW Wright. I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, should have just taken those spots during in the dog leg, dealing with the lapper, and went with it. But no, I was trying to be nice. And we got boned. All right, 5 to go. LW Wright, 5.9 ahead of us.
Just 5 more to go. Keep it up.
Yeah, gained 0.6 there. Ain't happening. But this is what I was talking about wherever, Bristol. How your car gets beat up, but spending time on pit road is punishment enough. You don't have to spend the rest of the race limping around the track. We're still running fast laps here. We just got penalized for wrecking, and now we can still run fast laps and have fun. That's where those, like NASCAR 2003, those sims, like that's when it gets hardcore sims. And it's just not fun.
All right, driver, that next car is the leader.
Next car is the leader. Looks like it is Jeff Gordon. I think he led every lap here, except probably some weirdo thing happened during pit stop cycles that he didn't lead one of those laps, but all right, 3.3 seconds. We can see LW Wright up here, but unfortunately, we have 4 cars to break through to get to him, but
Just 2 to go.
ain't gonna happen anyway. Even the leader of the race can't get around him. I wonder if I have to go in and make these back marker cars so bad
Clear.
that it's impossible not to get around them.
Clear high.
Jesus. I had visions of some grand power move. I tell you what, if I can get ahead of Jeff Gordon, I can have one more shot at LW Wright here.
All right,
No.
there's the flag. It's all over.
LW Wright's going to take off. Yeah, he's going to still take off here, but we're done. That should have been my mindset. All right, the results. Jeff Gordon obviously won the race. Looks like Bobby Labonte, or no, Dale Jarrett led a lap. Earnhardt might have led a lap. Jeff Burton might have led a lap. It's hard to really tell here. They don't show that in these results. But some good names up there that we want to see. Mike Skinner finished P10, all right. We're talking about the standing. Wait a minute, where'd Rusty? Okay, Rusty Wallace ended up P14. He wrecked. But that must have been around the pit. Was that before? Yeah, that was before everyone pitted. So he was able to pit, fix damage, lost where he was running, but didn't have to make an extra pit stop for that damage. He just lost a couple extra times fixing, a couple extra seconds fixing his car on pit road. Terry Labonte P13. Big, nice finish for DW there. P24. Yeah, there I am. P34 started P33, so whatever. And I have some notes. Yeah, the lappers, that's a problem. But this was also a weirdo track. I think it's an N3 build that was converted to run for N99. And I think that's what's leading to some of these things. But I'm thinking about making the executive decision because I want to race these. I want to have fun, and I don't want to have to worry about, oh, is this track going to do this, that, and the other. I'm thinking about moving a bunch of the NR2 tracks into this folder. And, like, for example, this next race is Martinsville. There is a updated, you know, late 90s, early 2000s looking Martinsville that we could run. But I'm thinking about grabbing that one that we've run in the Tango season, just so we don't have to think about anything weird happening, and that's going to go for a lot of tracks. It's not the end of the world if we do that. I just don't want to have to worry about that stuff on the fly. I'll dig into that after the season's over and try to figure out a fix for some of the tracks. But I just don't want to deal with that on the fly when I'm trying to run a season. And here's the Winston Cup standings now. Ricky Rudd, 8 points behind Jeff Gordon. I knew Jeff Gordon was going to be sneaking his way up there. Ward Burton now leads the series with 6 top 10s. Dale Earnhardt Jr. down there with 5 top 10s but 2 DNFs. That's wild. Steve Park, P15. We're going to start seeing the cream rise to the top here now. It's just a tight battle. I'm 234 points back. And yeah, like I said, at the halfway mark, we might revisit what the points look like. If we start dominating, we might have to figure something out. But yeah, Earnhardt with 3 poles. That's it. Oh, we should probably look at the bottom standings for people that are interested in that part of this, which I am too. Yeah, nothing sticking out. Dave Marcus, I think it's 2 straight DNFs I mentioned. That's it. All right. Thanks for watching. We're going to go to, yeah, I'm still kind of bummed even after editing the video, and I've had this, been able to let this sink in, this disaster at Texas. But I'm really looking forward to moving everything to these older tracks that we know are dependable and reliable, that we can rely on. Definition of reliable. And continue our season. So that's it. All right, hey, thanks for watching. Martinsville and Talladega are coming up.